Okay, so...
First time you were photo, the second time it just wasn't recording, and then this time it's going to record.
Okay, so, what was it like in Brazil? Okay.
So Brazil is great. It's very warm. My city is quite big. It's bigger than San Francisco. It has many more buildings than San Francisco. It's a very
San Francisco...
vertical city, very much.
Tell us about the beach.
And then it's also right by the beach. And the water in the beach is warm, so you can just like go to the beach and stay there almost the whole day if you want, without feeling cold. Sometimes the water can be even too warm, if that's possible. And the color of the water in my city, it's like a dark green, bluish kind of color, and the sand is white. And one curious thing is that we are right by a bay that is called Bahia de Todos os Santos.
What does that mean?
Bahia of All Saints.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
You guess what it means? I know
Yeah,
Spanish.
and you know what? It's the same size as the San Francisco Bay.
Exactly.
It's not exactly, but it's pretty close. So it reminds me a lot of home. You know how San Francisco is like in kind of a little
A peninsula.
peninsula kind of thing?
That's why we haven't really expanded outwards, because we're stuck on the peninsula.
Exactly, that's how my city is.
Yeah, but your peninsula is bigger than our peninsula.
No, the city just extends inward. It's you're right. The peninsula is not as enclosing. Yeah.
I don't even know.
But
if
we
that's a
also
word.
have, it is a word, yeah. But we also have this pointy land sticking into the water, you know, that is right by the entrance of the bay. Just like here in San Francisco.
That's a peninsula, the thing that points into the water. But anyways.
Yeah.
So what was the best part about Brazil?
The best part for me is having my family and my friends all together and hanging out with them.
Okay, so what was one of the what's one of the many differences besides the temperature difference, of course?
The way people relate to each other. I think that's...
Explain what you mean.
Like in Brazil, people are much more close together. They're much more open to social interactions and physical interactions. Like, I would go to work and I would hug and kiss all my friends every single day when I got there and when I left. Or people talk to each other and sometimes they like touch each other when they're talking. The space between people is much smaller than in here. So people, and the social interaction is very different. Very different.
Okay, so what was the move like? Like, what was the hardest to adjust to?
I think that was the social part was the hardest to adjust to.
And what was the move like? Was it hard or was it fun?
It was fun. It was exciting to come to a new place, and we always hear lots of things about California and San Francisco, and I was very excited about my PhD. So Berkeley played a huge part on it, so it was really exciting to come. But it was a little bit scary too, because it's just so new, and Luana was just 4 years old.
Did Luana cause any problems?
No, she was the sweetest thing ever, and in 4 months she was totally fluent in English. It was so amazing. Because she had to go to a school that no one spoke either Spanish or Portuguese. So she had to figure out her English as fast as she could. And she did. She did.
I wonder what happened to my attitude.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what happened to her attitude? I don't know. She became
she
this
was
funny
such
girl
Funny.
that we all know.
Oh, she used to be like a sweet little, and now she's...
Sweet little angel.
Now she is...
She's Luana that we all love.
With the pointy little horns.
Pointy little that was your dish?
like what's the best part of San Francisco? Like here.
Oh, the city is so awesome. You can do anything you want. You can eat any kind of food you want. And it's a big city, although you can walk all over the place, which is really cool. Like my city, people don't really walk around that much. They drive around, which for me, I don't really appreciate. So here you can bike, you can walk. There's public transportation that really works really well. So it's just so wonderful that you can just, enjoy all of the city.
Yeah, they've been. Yeah,
Really cool.
the public transportation there, like the BART trains and stuff.
So what was she saying about the BART trains?
We don't have BARTs in my city. We only have buses, and they don't work that well. So public transportation there is difficult.
Okay, so what's something you don't really like about our city?
About the city?
You know, what's something you don't really like about this place, like this city?
I don't like actually, it's not necessarily about San Francisco, but I don't like the health situation here.
Oh.
I don't like the way the health system is implemented and how expensive it is to have good health care.
Coming from a doctor.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, that's really a bummer. That's really a shame because as one of the most important countries in the world, it's really a shame that the U.S. couldn't figure out a decent primary care health system to offer to its citizens and to its people. And it's very expensive, and the doctors they're not really worried about treating you. They're worried about getting rid of you. They want to get rid of the problem.
My doctor's not like that.
Yeah, the ones that I faced here are kind of like that. Of course, there are some exceptions. There are some good doctors too, but
like Dr. Stafford, my doctor, and also Dr. Wilson, my psychologist.
mm-hmm.
They're really nice.
That's great. That's a good luck.
Well,
that you
actually,
have.
Dr. Stafford retired, and now I've got another doctor who also seems really nice.
That's nice. Yeah, I think that'll be the same doctor, maybe as Luana. I don't know yet. Yeah.
And it's a whole lot of people also at once, like the MRI.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But, that's the only thing now that really bothers me.
Okay, what do you think of the fog in San Francisco?
I learned to love it.
Our famous fog. So have I.
I just love it. At the beginning, it was really shocking to me. I was like, oh my god,
There's
I'm
a cloud on the ground.
inside a horror movie. Because
There's
for
a
me,
cloud.
yeah.
Clouds are falling
Yeah.
from the sky.
Yeah. And it was funny because the year that we moved here, the winter, October, kind of, the winter in that particular year was so intense, and the fog was so intense that, sometimes
you were walking in a cloud.
Exactly. Like, we would bike through the fog and we'll get to work wet. So intense was the fog. Don't put your...
That sounds awesome.
That reminds me of when my dad moved here.
Mm-hmm.
It was a winter, and it was also an intense winter. It was the fog.
It was
but
the time of
also
the 1906 earthquake. He arrived a day before the 1906 earthquake.
1906?
Yes.
Can't be. Your dad is not that old.
No, not the 1989 one. Sorry.
89, yeah,
I get
yeah,
those
yeah.
ones
Yeah,
mixed
yeah,
up.
yeah.
The 1906 one was worse, right? Or was it better? I don't know.
Well, the consequences were certainly much bigger. Like, the whole city was burned down.
The 1998 earthquake. He arrived a day before it.
That was unlucky.
Also, it was a cold winter, a really cold.
Yeah. This one that we had just arrived, and we faced this winter, we would wake up in the morning and we couldn't see the end of our block. Imagine if you stand in the sidewalk and you look towards 24th, you wouldn't be able to see anything. because of the fog.
That
Kind of
would
It
trippy.
was so intense. That
would be
was how
awesome.
intense it was.
That would be super.
This interview has gone on for 10 minutes and 10 seconds.
You're a great interviewer.
Thank you. I think it's time to end the interview.
Okay.
Interview